Hello, my name's Paul Harrison. I'm part of the Green Earth Dream Team. We're a team of entrepreneurs, of MLM leaders who've all come together and joined the business opportunity with GreenfootGlobal. Now we're going to take you through today a getting started training. You can see our website here, which is called DreamTeamNews.com. If we focus today on the university section, you can see a document here called First 30 Days Getting Started Training. This is a PDF that you can download. You can read it on your computer. I suggest you print it off. You read it 2 or 3 times till you really understand the information that's within there. This presentation that we're going to go through with you today is a PowerPoint presentation highlighting all the main points of that particular training document. So please sit back, relax, enjoy the information we have to share with you, and remember, this presentation is to be used in conjunction with the much more detailed training manual that we've created for your success. So, key things to start with: this document really can change your life. It only relates to the first month, and it's been responsible for hundreds of thousands of people joining this profession. Now, again, like we say, it's 10 steps to success. It's 10 action steps that you can take for the first 30 days. What that means is some of the information we share with you only relates to month 1. So you might think that's a little bit out there. It might be against what you thought or what you've been taught in the past. But this is not the long-term training manual. This is just getting started training. This is to get you up in action, in momentum, because this business is all about duplication. And what we find is that many people do not know how to train new distributors. There's too much what I call overtraining happening. People want to know too much too soon. And what we end up doing is we end up confusing new distributors, putting them off, putting more fear into them than when they actually came to the training. So in the Green Earth Dream Team, we like to keep things very, very simple. We want people to get some success early, because if they get success early, they're more likely to stick around, they're more likely to do more, they get more knowledge, more confidence, more belief, they go out and take action, and that action creates results. So that's what this whole training is all about. 10 steps to success. So step 1 is all about purchasing the right package when you join. There are 3 packs available. We call it a basic, a builder, and a leader pack. And you can also join just as a distributor for $49.95. But with that position, you are not really in the business, so to speak. You can buy some wholesale product and sell it. And if you introduce somebody, you can make some fast start bonus, but that's all. So to be in the business properly, you need to choose one of the starter packs, basic, builder, or leader. Personally, I will only sponsor people who join with the leader pack because they're telling me straight away that they're committed, they see the potential, and that they don't want to lose money, because you can lose money. You can leave money on the table by not joining with the right package. So if you purchase a basic pack, 2 days later you introduce your friend and he joins with a leader pack, you're going to make $50 fast start bonus. But if you'd have joined with a leader pack and he joins with a leader pack, you would have made $150 fast start bonus. Straight away, you've lost $100. What happens if you sponsor 10 people? You've lost $1,000, and so on. So you can lose money by not choosing the right starter pack. The good news is if you have joined already and you joined with a basic or a builder pack, you can upgrade. You can upgrade to a leader pack. Just get in touch with the person who sponsored you or your upline, and they'll tell you how to do that, or have a look at the training manual. There's much more information in there as well. But nobody likes to leave money on the table. And here's what I leave you with step 1. Joining is an investment. So if you join for $600 with a leader pack, that's not money you're never going to see again. You're going to get 30 test drive kits. In each test drive kit is 28 Envirotabs. So you've received far in excess the value of joining in the product that you receive. So let's just, for the worst case scenario, say you never enroll anybody ever. You never sponsor somebody. This business just does not work for you. Then just sell your product and you're in profit. You've got your money back and you profit as well. Or use the product and you probably save 10 times your investment in your savings in fuel costs over the months and the years. So that's one of the things I love about Greenfoot Global. Nobody can ever say, so-and-so got me involved in this business and I lost money. You can't lose money. It's impossible. It's no risk. But you can lose money if you just join at the basic or builder pack, build a big business, and you're leaving money on the table. So it's very important for you to understand that point. Step 2, we recommend that you register for AutoShip. As an active distributor, there are certain conditions that must be met, and one of those is that you need to create volume each month. The amount that you create depends on what pin level, what rank you're at. But each person needs to either sell or buy some product each month, which creates volume in the pay plan. Now, if you speak with new prospects on a monthly basis, they will want to try your product. You're going to find some people say, well, I'd like to try it first. If you don't have any product, then you're going to need to buy that product anyway. So making sure that you go on what we call AutoShip, which is like a monthly order, it's almost like an insurance. It makes sure that your personal volume is met each and every month. Some people view AutoShip as an outgoing. They have a poverty mindset. It's not an outgoing, it's an investment. Remember, you're buying some product, wholesale price. People are going to say, let me try. They're going to buy it from you. So you not only get your money back, but you're in profit. And plus you've had the product there as well, which can potentially lead to a new distributor. If they use the product, they like it, it works, and then they see the business as a result of that. So step 2, make sure that you register for AutoShip. How do you do that? Again, that's all detailed in the training manual for you. Step 3 is all about setting up your communication channels. You've joined the business. Hopefully you've joined a business where you'll make hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. To do that, you need to make sure that all communication channels are open to you. You need to make sure you know how to use your Greenfoot back office, where the information is, how to get that. We've shown you already our DreamTeam news website. We have tips, tools, training, updates on there regularly. Make sure you know your sponsor and your upline personal details, their phone number, email, Skype. Be on any email lists, any team Skype chats. Make sure you know how to contact the company. This is your responsibility to do all of this. It's not good enough to say, well, I didn't know. That's just an excuse. That's a lame excuse. It's your responsibility. I know you've only paid $600 to join, but if you'd paid $6,000 or $600,000, you'd soon make sure all communication channels were open to you. So try to think like this is a $6,000 or $600,000 business, and you'll soon change. Your mindset will change. So it's your responsibility. You need to seek the information, not sit at home and wait for somebody to knock your door down and give it to you. Step 4 we call create your candidate list. You're going to need people to talk to about our business opportunity. We recommend 100 people in your first month, in your first 30 days. 100 people to talk to about your business opportunity. We call them prospects. So the first thing we teach you is to write a list of names. Obviously you need people to speak to. Write down everybody you know, or as we like to call it, your never-ending list. Because right now, if you write down every name, it's called your everyone you know list. But in the next weeks and months and years, you're going to meet new people. So we call it a never-ending list. So start creating that list. How much success you have, how much you make, depends on the size of this list. This is important. If you do not do this, somebody has sponsored you. They're going to take time, money, effort. They're going to put energy, hope into building a business with you. So this is your first task to do. You need to write a list of 100 names. You know, I recommend you do it your first hour. Just get it done, get it over with. But if you don't write this list, you're showing your sponsor that you're a person who doesn't keep their commitments. Straight away, it's a failure for me. So make sure that you do this. He or she who writes the biggest list will have the most chance of success. That's a fact, a proven fact. So again, in the manual, there are lots of tips. There's a reminder list, a memory jogger. You know, right now, the goal here is not to write down 100 people you think will join Greenfoot Global. we're just emptying our heads, just get names on paper. Once they're all down, 100, 200, 300. If you can get to 500 people, then you're doing well. Research tells us at least 300 people know your first name, so you know their name. Get that name down, get it on paper. He or she who writes the biggest list will have the most chance of success. Step 5 then is about sponsoring people. Let's go through the process of trying to get people to join our business. But it's important to note that sponsoring is not an event. It doesn't just happen. You don't just walk up to someone and say, hey, you're open to look at a new business, and then 2 minutes later they join. It doesn't happen as a one-off event. It's a process. It's a process of sharing information, taking people from cold, they know nothing about your business, to warm, you share a bit of information. They get warmer again as you share more, they get hot, and then you get them to join. So it's not an event, it's a process. Now here's some information for you now. 99% of new distributors either say too much or they say the wrong thing. So the first part of the process, we like to invite people to look. People fail straight away. Say too much or the wrong thing. For the few that do get people to say, okay, I'll have a look at the business, then again, 99% of new distributors are not effective at doing a presentation. Now, these are just my opinions, these figures, but I guess you get the point here. So what am I saying? New distributors do not do the presentations. We either bring people to a tool or someone in our upline who can do the presentation for us. This is the point where we need to park our ego and let someone else share the business whilst we're on the phone going through the rest of those 100 people as fast as we can. New distributors do sponsor new distributors. That's a fact. You know, people join and they can go out and sponsor new people. Why? Because our business opportunity is so appealing. It sells itself. You do get people joining, but duplication does not occur. I'm tired of the amount of times people have said to me, hey Paul, I've sponsored 10 people, but they haven't done anything. Do you know why? Because they haven't got a duplicatable process. They haven't got a system that anybody can follow. And that's the reason why some people in network marketing, they only sponsor about 20, 30, 40 people, and they build organizations of tens of thousands, while other people, they might sponsor 100 people, but they only have a small team. Duplication is the key to success, and you need to have a simple and proven system to do that, and we've got that. We've got a simple and proven 4-step prospecting system. If you read the manual, it goes through each point in detail, so read it once, twice, 3 times till it really sinks in and you understand this process, because it's this process that's going to help you build your business. So let's look at each point in turn. The first thing we do, step 1, we invite people to look at our opportunity. So again, let me just be clear on what that means. We're inviting somebody to look at the opportunity, to look at a presentation, look at the business. Inviting to look, not this is the presentation. And that's what happens. Most people in this invitation stage, they say so much it's like a presentation. They put off their prospect, they confuse them, they bore them, and the prospect is just not interested. The goal here is to get them to step 2. Step 2 is where we show the business, we tell our story. I call network marketing storytelling, because that's what it is essentially. We tell a story about the business, the products, the compensation, the possibilities, the market potential, the trends. We share information about personal testimonials for the product or personal income testimonials. We're storytellers. That's what we get paid to do. So step 2 is we tell our story. And like I've said, you don't want new distributors doing that. They get it wrong. They don't know what to do. They don't do it in a short, snappy, precise, attractive way. We're trying to attract people to join us, not put them off. Once you've told the story, people then want to check you out. So that's step 3. Especially in today's day and age with Google and the internet and everything else, people want to do their own due diligence. They become Sherlock Holmes, if you like. They want to check you out. So that's where you'd send them to your GreenfootGlobal.com website, so they can do that due diligence and look at the company properly, look at some test information, look at some detailed information. That's what that website's created for. So that's step 3. Step 4, we then get on what we call a three-way call. This is where we consolidate and close the prospect. We consolidate all the information that we've shared with them and we close them. Now, when I say close, I don't mean, lock all the doors and lock them in or arm up the back. This sells itself. We're just piecing this together. So if you get an experienced leader on the phone to help you, I live in Liverpool, my new team distributor might live in London, and their prospect lives in Glasgow. It doesn't matter. We don't all have to go and drive and meet each other. We all jump on a conference call, a three-way call. You can do it on your landline, on your mobile, on Skype, using webinar systems. You can even do it face-to-face, but I recommend not doing. Then use your upline. Use somebody to then, what they essentially do is piece it all together, answer any final questions your prospect may have, share their own personal success story, and then that person joins and we teach them the 4 steps. It's very simple, very duplicatable, very easy to follow, but you really need to understand it. Okay, step 6 now is you do not need to know everything in your first month. This is key. Again, what we're trying to do here for a new distributor, keep things simple. Just learn the basics about the pay plan and the product. If you learn the basics about the pay plan, you've got an idea of what you're trying to achieve. And again, if you learn the basics about the product, you can talk about it. Your first 30 days is about starting the growth of your team. Customers will come later. Now, you want to get your money back. You want to be in profit. You want to reach at least the director rank. Customers can come later. Remember, we said you're going to speak to 100 people in your first month. Well, let's say you do that and 95 of them people are not interested in your business. You sponsor 5 of them. You've got 95 people say no. So in month 2, you can now spend a little bit of time, not much, but a little bit of time talking to them people about the product, trying to get some customers, because they've already said no to the business. And what you might find is the product changes their mind when they see it working and they have that experience. That might now open them up to the possibilities of working with you. But you never lead with the product. You never say, do you want to try the product first? Because you're just slowing down the process. This is about creating explosive, fast growth in your team. So at the very beginning, don't be worrying about how you get to president. Don't worry how the binary works, how the mathematical equations in this compensation plan works. It doesn't matter right now. This is the first 30 days. You've only just joined. John Paul Getty described the concept of MLM best when he said, I'd rather have 1% of the effort of 100 men than 100% of my own. What does that mean? Well, it means he doesn't want to be 100% out there selling product. He wants to be building a team and receive an override, a leveraged income off the efforts of them. And that's the idea of MLM, of multi-level marketing. It's creating leverage, leveraging off other people's time, money, and effort. So I'll give you a little example on the screen here of what I mean. Let's say you speak to 100 people in your first 30 days. 95 of them say, no, I'm not interested. 5 say, hey, Paul, this looks great. I'm interested. I'm going to join. You've now got a team of 5 distributors. You can see that on the left. What do? Everything we do, we duplicate. We teach those 5 people. We go through this training with them. We go through this movie and their training document. They go out, they take the 10 steps. They speak to 100 people. They do the same. They get 95 people say no, but 5 say yes. Well, if 5 distributors go and sponsor 5 more each, that's 25 new distributors just joined your team. You've now got a team of 30. Again, we do the same. We duplicate absolutely everything. 100 people each, 95 say no, 5 say yes. Now 125 people join your business. Understand? Very simple. We copy the same again. We duplicate again. So if 5 people just get 5, who get 5, who get 5, you'd have a total of 780 distributors in your team. Wow, that's powerful. Now, let's imagine every one of those distributors has got 10 customers. So in month 2, the 95 people that said no, they said, well, hey, look, I know you're not interested in the business, but you want to try my product. 10 of those 95 say yes, they've got 10 customers each. 780 distributors with 10 customers equals 7,800 customers on which you get paid. What would you rather do? Go and find 5 people who find 5, who find 5, who find 5, have 10 customers each, get paid on all of the volume, all the fast start bonus, the binary bonus, the coded bonus, the matching bonus on those 780 people joining, and the residual income of 7,800 people? Or would you rather go out and sell your 30 test drive kits? Which camp are you in? I know which camp I'm in. I've made over $1 million in network marketing. I made $35,000 first month with GreenfootGlobal. I guarantee you I wasn't out selling my test drive kits straight away. The concept, 5 who get 5, who get 5, who get 5. That's what we're trying to do. Now let's look, or before we move slides, sorry, let me just finish this one by saying, can you do this? Of course you can. Everybody can get 10 customers who wants to save money and save the planet. Everybody. And everybody can get 5 distributors. Why? Put them through our process. It'll sell itself. Just talk to people, get good at inviting them to look at some information. You'll get your 5 distributors, and then we copy and we duplicate. Everybody can do this. The question is not can you do this? The question is, will you do it, and do you want to do it? Simple. Okay, let's look next at the product. Our product is called Envirotabs. Our product is absolutely fantastic. It's amazing. But you need to learn how to talk about the product in relation to the opportunity. You see, Envirotabs, they are the key to the door to get people to look at our business. That's what they are. An amazing product. Yes, we do get customers. I'm not saying we don't have customers. Remember, this is first 30 days, that's all. We do get customers later on. First, we get things moving. So for the first 30 days, just learn the basics, the main benefits. It's proven. It decreases emissions to near zero, increases miles per gallon. It's good for your car. Can you see the market potential, Mr. Prospect? Can you see the opportunity in this business? So when I'm speaking, my language is always about the opportunity. I want them to be a distributor, not a customer. So when I'm talking about the product, I talk about it in that way. I am not a product bore or a professor. I don't. In fact, most people, 90% of people in GreenfootGlobal probably know more about the product than me. And that's by design. That's on purpose. I don't want to know too much about it, because the more you know, the more you talk. The more you know about it, the more you're going to talk about it. The more you talk about the product, the more customers you're going to get, not distributors. So the idea is not to become boring or a professor just to lecture people. The idea is to know what to say and how to say it in a way to attract distributors to your business. So again, step 7, we've looked at that you need to speak to 100 people in 30 days. Well, now you need to clear your schedule and plan your work to do that. You now know how to do it, what to do. We've looked at the 4 steps. The question is now, when do we do it? Remember, this is $1 million business, so you need to treat it like one. Create your own work schedule now for the next 30 days. Get organized. Tell your sponsor when you'll be working with them. So if you've just joined now, your sponsor's going to work with you. But let's say you're going on holiday for 2 weeks in 10 days' time. You need to tell them, because you need to now fit your schedule into that. You need to speak to 100 people in 2 weeks, not 30 days, because you're going to be on holiday for half of that period. So clearing your schedule and planning your work is a very key part of these first 10 steps. I always ask you to write down a few little goals here for your first month. What pin position will you achieve? How much fast start bonus will you have earned? How many people will you sponsor? But if you were going to join any other type of business, if you're going to spend 6,000 or 600,000, like I mentioned before, you would have a business plan. You would have a plan of action when you're going to do it. And this is no different. This is not a hobby. So you need to start thinking and acting like you're already a millionaire straight from the off. Step 8, we now take action. This is the scary step. This is where we now take action and we evaluate and learn. So a few things I want to remind you of here. First, before you get started, sit quietly, talk to yourself, create your own ultra positive mindset. Don't be frightened. You're sharing information with people, that's all. You know, don't think you're pestering people, don't worry about picking that phone up. You've got something that can be life-changing for other people. 15 years ago, I was stuck in a rut. I was in the rat race. I worked for Barclays Bank for 10 years after I left school. I was earning a really low salary. I had no time off. I was a miserable person. And somebody invited me, my friend's father invited me to look at network marketing. Now I've made 7 figures. My life has changed around. I've got property in the UK and abroad. I have time and money freedom because somebody picked the phone up and invited me. Imagine they were scared and thought, you know what, I'm not even going to put Paul Harrison's name on my list. I'm too scared to ring him. I'm going to leave it. Where would that have left me? So don't think you're going to be pestering people and being a nuisance. It's quite the opposite. Have the mindset, look, here's some information. Do with it what you will. If you're not interested, fair enough. At least I've told you. But if you are interested, I'd love to share some information with you. And when you start making these calls, you need to constantly review your calls and the results with your sponsor. Meaning, let's say you speak to 25 people your first week. We split it down into 25 people a week. That's 100 in the 4 weeks for that month. You speak to 25 people. You speak to 20 people straight away and you get 20 no's. Stop. Don't continue. Stop. Speak with your sponsor or your upline. Tell them what's been happening. Tell them, are you getting past step 1? Is everyone saying no at step 1? If they are, then it's your invite. You know your invite is not working. So you always need to evaluate, review your calls. Again, like we say here, if you're not having success, stop. And try to be natural and relaxed. If you sound frightened and desperate, it really comes across. I remember in one of my previous businesses, I sponsored 6 people in the first day. And people said to me, what did you say, Paul? I can't remember. In fact, if I heard a recording right now, I'd probably be embarrassed. It was probably that poor. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. There's no secret line. There's no secret words that the leaders use that they don't tell everybody else. People hear your tonality. I'm not saying jump on a chair and get all false and make it all hurrah and unnatural. But if people sound that you are genuinely excited, if they hear it in your tone, in your voice, that's what connects with them. That's what makes them say, okay, I'll take a look. So try to be natural and relaxed. Create that positive mind. Get excited and speak to as many people as you can. Now, step 9 is something that a lot of people don't do. And I want to say here at this stage, these are not steps that you pick and choose. This is 10 proven steps to success. You don't pick step 6, 8, and 5 and leave the rest. Every one of them needs to be done. And I recommend that you have a home business review. Have a party at your house. You've got a list of 100 names. Think of 30 people that live locally to you. Get on the phone and tell them, I'm having a party next Thursday. It's a bit of a new business venture that I've started. I'm having a get-together with some friends. It's not in a hotel. You see, some people don't like going to a formal hotel meeting because they're your friends. They'll come around to your house, especially if you have a party. If you make some food and have a few bottles of wine, they'll come round. Make sure that you book this event as well and you actually do it because it really duplicates. So your sponsor will come round and they will help you, or someone in your upline will help you present the business. If you've got 20 to 30 guests there, how many people do you think will join from this first home business review? I'll bet you it's a fair few, but more importantly, they will duplicate what you did. They'll copy what you did. So as everyone in your team starts to hold these parties, these whole business reviews, then thousands of people are starting to look at your business. So please put this in the diary now. Don't procrastinate. Don't think about it. Do it. These are proven steps to success. Step 10, now's the time to get organized in terms of your tools. Get some business cards, some other marketing materials. Part of Green Earth Dream Team, we're going to have some online and offline marketing packs, really professional and cool tools and systems and trainings. We'll have lead capture pages for you to capture details online of people that you don't know. Online marketing system to share our story. We'll help you set up really professional Facebook fan pages. We'll help you set up Skype and show you how to create 3-way calling. We're part of a fantastic team here at Green Earth Dream Team. So now's the time that you're a few weeks into this to start putting this all together. So they're the 10 steps to success with GreenfootGlobal. Your first 30 days, your first month. Does it sound like hard work? Yes. Well, it is. This is not a hobby, this is a business. But if you want to start making $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a week plus, then you need to start at the beginning. You need to get the ball rolling. And this manual that I'm showing you here is totally proven. Let me just finish with a few things here. The objective, Rome was not built in a day, okay? It didn't happen overnight, but it was built, and it took considerable effort. Same with your business. You're not going to get rich day one. It takes time. You're laying foundation blocks. You've got to do all these steps, all these things that you need to do, but you've got to do it. Fact, simple fact, you have to do it. The first 30 days, get started team building, get into profit, reach director rank. It's also about making that start. You know, sometimes just taking the first step is the hardest thing. So that's what this is about. The steps are simple. There's nothing I've told you in this presentation that is rocket science that you cannot do. Like I said, it's not about can you do it, it's about will you do it. And don't focus on the results in these early days. Focus on the activity. You know, you might speak to 100 people and get 100 no's, but then your next 100 you might get 10 yeses. So don't focus too much on the results. Focus on learning. The key here is you're learning new skills, and you need to learn, master, and develop those skills. Now, here's some things to expect. Rejection. Are you scared of rejection? Are you of doubt? Or you have fear? Yeah. Nobody said this business was going to be easy. The steps are simple, the rewards are life-changing, but it's not easy. Are you going to get some rejection? Yes. You know, look at the example I gave you. You speak to 100 people, you're going to get 95 saying no, but it doesn't matter. Because if 5 say yes, you're laughing, you're on the way. You're nearly up to $1,000 in Fast Start bonus alone. Your team started to grow. You're excited. People are getting trained. They're speaking to people. Wow, this is a fantastic business. So understand you're going to get rejected. The great thing is the better you get at increasing your own personal skills, the less rejection you'll get, the more success you get. So only the brave and the determined succeed in this business. People are too quick to quit. Keep the business simple. Stay focused, keep your mind and your attitude strong. This is 99% of this business is done in the mind, I promise you, from my own personal experience. Just go out and achieve your goal. People have amazing powers when they truly set their mind to a task. People are incredible, and you have the power, you have the will to do this. You just need to create that winning mindset. You're part of a team of proven entrepreneurs with Green Earth Dream Team. You cannot fail. Each week, this is a fantastic thing you can do. Every Sunday evening, I want you to write out, or every evening actually, but every Sunday we'll review this, write out how many invitations you did. So let's use Monday as an example. How many people did I actually speak to today and invite to look at the business? Step one, I invited them. How many presentations did I do today? How many three-way calls did I arrange today? How many follow-up calls did I do as part of that process? How many new people did I train? How many people did I sponsor today? You do this every day and mark yourself out of 10. No one else is going to see this. This is called a self-police sheet. This is just for you. So you do this every day, then you look at those totals. Come Sunday, if you didn't do this sheet, you'd probably think, yeah, I've been busy this week. I've been doing lots of stuff. But once you write it down and you make it clear here, then this is where you need to get that reality check. This is where it says to yourself, oh my God, I've barely been 2 out of 10 all week. I need to switch gear. I need to take this seriously. I need to change gear. I need to get working harder if I want this to be my vehicle to create some time and money freedom for me and my family. Network marketing is an amazing industry. Ordinary, everyday people can create life-changing income. Part of GreenfootGlobal, there are great leaders here who are making fortunes each and every week. Green Earth Dream Team, we're an amazing team of leaders, of distributors. We're making fortunes already. We are your upline, your support team. We're here to help. We're creating tools, systems, and trainings. This is one of those trainings. First 30 days, getting started training, 10 steps to success. My name's Paul Harrison. It's been a pleasure to be with you today. Please download the document from dreamteamnews.com, the PDF manual, and read it and read it and read it. But don't just read it, do it. That's the key. Action is the key to success. So I welcome you to our team. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to working with you in the very near future. Thank you and take care.